Welcome everybody. So today I'm doing another update. I'm gonna try doing these updates daily to the best of my ability. And get you guys all up to date every day on what is changed within the tank. So I'm gonna do the first little part of this update on this tank. So we have a couple new additions. Less blue because it's a timer light, so it kind of associates with the time of day. Now the new people in here are some baby snails. I took snails out of four snails out of that tank and put them in here, and they're all in their own little spots, exploring their new, obviously smaller environment, and also they should hopefully clean up the algae a lot more. My only thing is this is also kind of an experiment in a way, because I've read that coolie loaches might eat them, which I'm hoping they don't. So hopefully these guys live and the coolie loaches do not eat them or kill them. But even with taking out the 4 baby snails from this tank, there's still quite a bit. And quite a bit involves everything. All the babies are still alive and around, moving about. Even this guy. This is an emerald core catfish. And my plecos were out recently, and you don't really see them all the time, because the clown plecos are nocturnal, so a lot of times they will either hide in there or hide away in here. Recently, I've been seeing them a lot more out of the tank, and or out of their little hiding spots, and that's not always usual. So, something I am finding cool that I like about the emerald core catfishes is I see them a lot more and doing a bunch of different stuff than I did with 3 Julies. Now, like I said, we still have 1 Julie within the tank, and he's back there circling. Might be a little bit stressed out, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so obviously the Julie will come up and he'll do his thing. But the emeralds seem a lot more curious about what they're doing. I've seen them go through here a lot. They really like those. They really like the top of that rocky area right there. And I see them all the time just laying about out here. Which I think is very nice and cool. Yes, since they're new additions, they still kind of run away from me. The Julie, he'll sit up here and he won't run away when I get up close. Like these fishes, how they've been here for quite a bit, and I can get up close. And usually when I get up close to the tank is when they get up this close to the glass as well. Because most of the time they're actually back there or just swimming about. So yeah, whenever they're, I think they think that I'm going to feed them. I'm not going to. If they're hungry, they will eat after dark. Because I add food every night to the fish tanks. I add some just regular little tropical flakes to this tank right here, and then to this tank at night, due to the fact that I know the coolie loaches are semi-nocturnal. I give them food at night as well, but I don't give them food every night due to the fact that when I do feed the fish in the morning, they're always out here, and they will eat whatever flakes hit the ground. And something I have noticed quite a bit is they eat a lot. This morning I added twice as much flakes accidentally, not trying to. And a lot of it was on the ground after I got out of my shower. I noticed a lot of it was just sitting on the ground, and as you can tell now, it's just all clean, nothing wrong. So that's pretty nice. And the difference between, obviously that tank being smaller for the snails, the kind of difference between the sand and obviously plants. There are semi-different plants in that one than there is in this one, especially sand. The sand and just the stuff under the sand in general is different. When I was making this tank, how this tank is set up with, obviously, that much, it's like, it's pretty thick up in there with, whatever gravel, sand, dirt, whatever. How I did it was I put a very thin layer of sand on the very bottom, and then I put a bunch of rocks, and then I put this dirt in here to help with plants growth and all that, and I heard it really is good goes with shrimp. And then I added the sand. This is normal, like, Petco sand here, too. Now this one is a little bit different. This one it's the little black things you see, and there are little black ball things, which I do have extra because I had such a big bag that I had to get extra. Let's quickly see here if I can find what I'm talking about, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. In the old 10-gallon, they had these like red rocks, but I did not like them at all. So took them out. Now they're in bags here, and I'm gonna use them in case I have to. Anyway, the black balls I'm talking about, these guys. Like I said, little like black pebbles. We had a lot more than we wanted, and so now they're kind of what that is. And that sand in that tank is also different than this sand. That sand's more fine. Now, if you want to know what I have currently keeping in here, it's a couple different things. Obviously, I have like, you know, the tank materials to cut plants and a bunch of other stuff. I have this thing to scrape off algae. I don't really use this much though. As this tank up here, I mean, it gets algae, but it's not as bad because of the amount of cleaners we have. And there is the Julie. But yeah, the amount of cleaners we have, and when I have to clean it, I use this. So if you don't know what this is a magnet. We stick this part of it into the tank, and then this part you can stay out of the tank, and you just drag it along. And it goes really well. It works. I also have this. It's not in the box. I just use it actually to acclimate the snails. But this is a little box you can put fish, shrimp, whatever in there. It's good for acclimating, especially. I have a bunch of these. These are plant weights. In case the plants don't want to stay in the ground, you can weigh them down. I have actually one plant in that one and one plant in this one that have plant weight in it. So there's these little weights you can bend freely, and they'll stay in the ground for you, which work really well. And then other than that, in this little department here, we have just extra filter parts for when the filter gets bad, which I will have to change it out kind of soon here. And then I have about a little bottle of water. It's like a mister thing. I'm not gonna mist it, but it's a little mister thing. And the reason I have this in here is due to the fact when the snails have babies, or when they lay their eggs, it's in a little egg clutch, which looks like that. If you're wondering why that's in the tank, yeah, they're not supposed to be, but the reason they're in there is because they get knocked off by the adult snail. I don't know why he does it. He knocks off them, and then they land in there, and then the baby snails eat all the eggs. So that's why I don't really take them out. There was another one of those in here, but it's just completely gone. So yeah, this is for the baby eggs. You put them in like a little box with a damp napkin, and then you can put holes in the top so it, you know, the eggs can breathe. But you mist it like at least once or twice a week. And that's what helped me hatch my babies. I also have this stuff. This is Shrimp Plus. You can put this stuff in your tank when you're ready to have before you get shrimp. So this has been in my tank for a while. I'm kind of running out, but not really actually. I have this stuff. It's just like, you know, the regular tank conditioner. Make sure your tank is ready for fish. Other than that, in this compartment, also don't have much more in here to show you. This right here, Tiger Duke. This is the light, the timer light in there. And then I have a couple more of these things. These things are just, you know, with algae. That's what those do. And then this thing. This is HX. It's just, you know, in case your creatures get something called the itch infection. I had 2 Corys with it, and they sadly passed. At least I think 2. I know one for sure had it. The other one, I don't know how he died. We just found him floating one day. Like, maybe 1 or 2 days after the first one died. So, not entirely sure. We have these things. These are test strips for your aquarium. You dip them in there, and these things on the back. So you put your thing here, and you just, whatever color it tells you. So, like, if it's too dark or whatever, you have to have a water changer. So if I have 2 different nets, I have a small one and then that bigger one back there. And here's kind of like a food department thing. So kind of food department. I mean, we have this adhesive glue stuff. It's safe glue for fish tanks. Doesn't give them any I think this is the same stuff in that, but you know, whatever. But yeah, it's a safe glue for fish tanks and glue stuff. We have a couple mothballs that are unused. We have some shrimp pellets. We also have a bunch of like shrimp stuff in here, so really good. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna have to open this sometime soon. But yeah, so we have a bunch of shrimp food. Speaking of shrimp pellets, I'm actually gonna drop some shrimp pellets inside this tank, because the, here, I put you guys a little bit, because right here, maybe you'll be able to see the shrimp pellets drop in. And in case any fish passes by, you get to see them. I know you're gonna see any coolie loaches from right there. I mean, you might. It's a small chance, but you know, you might. But yeah, you can see whatever fish passes by, and then hopes that it's good. So these shrimp pellets, the snails actually like them. The shrimp don't really like them or go for them for that matter. The other stuff that I have, the shrimp go for, but you know, whatever. We're gonna drop a bunch of those in there because I know the coolie loaches like a pellet, like sometimes like pellets, so have them eat that. Well, I think that might be it. Might be it for this update. Pretty long update, a 10-minute. So it's I'll definitely be posting this on YouTube. I don't know if TikTok allows 11-minute videos, so here you go, whatever. Anyways, hope you guys have a good day. Have a good rest of your night or day, depending on where you're from. And goodbye.